We took one of our most popular race trailers, added a bunch of custom accessories to it, making it something you're not going to want to miss. The all aluminum frame construction is important for two main reasons. Number one, light factor. So the empty weight of this trailer is about 1,200 pounds lighter than its steel frame counterpart. The oxidation value is the other thing. So aluminum frames will not oxidize like steel frames will. Now, some people would be concerned about structural strength, and the aluminum frame is all tubular construction, floor, roof, wall, 16 on center cross members. You can see the tongue here has a big, beefy, boxed-in tube frame, triple tube tongue. We extended this out 12 inches, which makes it ideal for pulling behind a motorhome. Manual tongue jack, breakaway battery box, safety chains, and your 7-way plug that hooks up to your vehicle as well. Now, the 26-foot length is not necessarily one of the most common that you'll see out there, but we like it because it gives you a little bit more length if you decide that you want a 24-foot and you just need a couple more extra feet. It's very cheap square footage when you factor it out in dollars. On the curb side of the trailer, you can see we've got these 12-volt recessed lights that are mounted on the side of the trailer that provide ample lighting for at night. Now, these are going to replace your standard 500-watt can quartz lights you've seen in trailers for years and years. The side door has a pull-in, pull-out aluminum step, as well as a nice piano hinge here when you open and close. So there's a full piano hinge up and down the entrance door, as well as an RV door latch here with no bar lock. We've eliminated some of the very standard features here. You've got a 24-inch stone guard in the front, motor base plug, that's what powers the inside of the trailer, stainless steel front corners and front wrap and cast corners as well. Now, because we went with a darker color, we went with a .040 exterior thickness. The standard is a .030, and in darker colored trailers, you can see that wavy look, and the .040 eliminates that. Not to mention going with a screwless exterior, which means that you don't have any screws running down the side of the trailer. Your trim package that we put on here is one of our all-time favorites, 7-inch lower trim and 4-inch upper trim. That dips down into this perimeter skirting here that we'll talk about here in just a moment. Fender height stainless steel side trim makes this a showstopper driving down the road. Now, the perimeter skirting comes down, separates out in between these two tires, and we're able to trim out nicely and put these big fenderettes here. Now, we went with 16-inch tires. The standard is 15-inch, and the 16s give us a little bit more ground clearance and allows us to fill out that fender well nicely. Our 88-inch wide premium escape door solves the issue of being able to get out of your vehicle when you pull inside of your trailer. So this whole side of the trailer simply flips up into a big awning, and the interior fender well simply pops out. So it's all aluminum. It's really lightweight and easy to take out. And there's a nice step built in here. So if you pull your vehicle in, which we'll illustrate, you just simply step out onto the step as you see here. The other part to the perimeter skirting package, besides the fenderettes and the fancy trim package, is that the rear end actually kicks up to protect the rear end from dragging when you go up and down steep inclines. You've also got skid plates that are welded on, and we've added some steel bogey wheels that are underneath the corners to protect against that issue as well. Of course, at the rear of the trailer, we've got 2 sets of LED tail lights, our stainless steel paddle latches, one of our all-time favorites, and we've got a rear loading light spoiler above the ramp door. So once the paddle latches are disengaged, you simply drop your rear ramp door down. There's a switch just inside the ramp here that operate these load lights. As always with this package, the ramp door and the trailer floor is covered in a TPO coin flooring with a gapless continuous hinge. The gapless continuous hinge is simply a piece of rubber that covers up the hinge to prevent dirt and debris from dropping down into the piano hinge that's underneath the ramp door itself. Moving inside the trailer, we've got a 7-foot interior height, and you'll notice we've got screwless aluminum walls and ceiling. Now, this is the same material that's used in the exterior, except this time we used it on the inside. Now, we chose a silver mist color for the aluminum walls and aluminum ceiling. We've got, of course, our black TPO flooring, and of course, our yellow coving, followed by our yellow cabinets you'll get a better look at here in just a moment. Receptacles throughout. You've got a switch panel here for the interior lights and the loading lights in the rear, as well as a spare tire mount that's mounted out on the wall up high. For tie downs in this particular trailer, we simply have 4 D-rings. Now we could recess some E-track or some airline track depending on what your personal preference is. Wardrobe closet here that makes this particular cabinet package a little bit custom. So we've added a wardrobe closet, got a nice helmet shelf on top, as well as ample storage and a coat hanger underneath here. Aluminum countertop up on top. Underneath the base cabinet, you'll see we've got a nice shelf, and there's a battery that's mounted underneath. That's how we have the lights running currently without being plugged into a power source. And the way that you power that battery is you have a breaker box built in to this overhead cabinet. There's a converter built into the breaker box, and when you plug into a power source or your vehicle, it will always run and charge that battery mounted underneath. The overhead cabinets are a top hinge, and we've got what we call puck lights underneath the overhead cabinet. So it gives you some nice illumination and nice workspace here, as well as a 110 volt receptacle mounted here.